How's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream. I think we're gonna have a good one today. I'm feeling like ass, but I really want to do a stream. I have a feeling that I'm getting sick again. I don't know. Let me know in the comments or in the chat how you're doing. How's your week been? Lots of stuff happening. I'm glad I got an extra video out this week. I did a little thing about the presets for, what you call it, Guitar Station, Toucan's Guitar Station. I did plan on doing something. It didn't turn out exactly as I wanted it to be, but I just had to get something out. And yeah, that seems to be really well received. It's funny, the reviews of it are a bit split. Tons of people saying it sounds amazing, sounds awesome, sounds as good or better than the commercial stuff, and then others are like, this sounds terrible. But can't please everyone. I don't think it's like the most amazing guitar plugin ever or anything like that, but I think it's a very good example of what can be done by a single dedicated developer using just Reaper tools. I think it's pretty impressive for that reason. It's not going to replace Amplitube or Quad Cortex pedal or something like that. So yeah, if you missed that video, it's just like a 3-minute video. I recorded for like 6 minutes, cut it down. It's too long to be a short, but shit, I forgot to even put that up on the blog. I'm so far behind on like paperwork sort of stuff, work stuff. We've got a lot of people here, same people every week. Who's been here 16 weeks in a row besides me? I think pretty sure Jason's been here every week, even stopping in when he was on an airplane, I think it was. All right, so I'm super excited about this. Let's just jump into this. Behringer Poly-D. I have one coming. My wife ordered one at like 12:15 a.m. because she was afraid of missing out on a deal. Like, they're on sale right now, but like they're out of stock everywhere, and she just put in an order for the only place that had them in stock. I missed the announcement and release cycle and review cycle of this synth when it came out. I only found out about it because of the Tone Pusher. Tone Pusher has been doing a bunch of videos on the Poly-D, just having a lot of fun with it, and I wanted in on that. And it's not a crazy expensive synth. It's about $1,000 Canadian, a little less than that on sale. And yeah, I mean, it just looks like fun. It's kind of like a polyphonic mini Moog with built-in chorus, like a Juno chorus. So it's kind of a interesting, somewhat unique design, and it's, you know, the basic type of analog synth that's easy to learn and fun to play. That should be here by the next stream, if everything goes well. So very much looking forward to that. I also want to give a shout out to 2 really good videos that went up yesterday. David Hilowitz and Venus Theory both did videos on VHS synth sampling. They recorded synths into VHS tape and then turned that into a playable virtual instrument in the decent sampler format. And so let's check that out. $15 virtual instrument. Looks very cool. So yeah, it gives you all the basic synth controls and everything. I think the effects and filter and stuff, it's not like deep multi-sampling as far as I can tell. I think it's just they record in like a wave form, sample that, and then all the VCF, ADSR and stuff is done in the sampler, which is kind of what you have to do. Any modulation effects, things like that, evolving sounds can't be sampled all that well unless you're doing, I don't know, 50 different samples per key. So for $15, I think this looks great. Probably gonna get it. Comes with, I think, 49, 50 samples. I'm not sure why they did 49 samples, or not samples, presets. So it's a cool collab, cool product, and I'm 100% getting a VHS machine in the future. Super enjoyable videos both of them did yesterday. Worth watching both. One sec, I'm gonna switch cameras and then I gotta go through my YouTube history. I can't show you that. There's a video I saw earlier this week. It's about studio recording from like 1990? Something like that. Home studio recording on like cassette tape, like 4-track cassette tape.
Welcome to Studio on a Budget's Guide to Home Recording Volume 1. If you'd like to start recording your music at home, make a really hot demo tape, or even put together a...
We owe this guy a lot. He's doing what I'm doing in 1989. I watched this while doing the dishes the other day. I wish I had Volume 2. Some of the graphics in here are just like bizarre. Like sound on sound recording and overdubbing and stuff is just, it's so complicated to record from one deck to another, having to switch the cables or switching the tapes, but then each deck can sound different, so that's less than optimal to just switch the tape. Whenever people complain about Reaper, or whenever I think that something is too hard in the DAW, I want to think back to this video and appreciate how easy it is these days. How good things sound, and not have to worry about like generation loss and stuff. Yeah, super fun video. I wish I had a part 2. I don't know if that ever got posted, but I'm looking for stuff like that. Maybe a fun thing to react to. It's charming. It's a fun nostalgia thing. Even though I was never around recording at this stage, I think I just appreciate how far technology has come with this stuff. Gotten a lot easier for sure. Yeah, I don't even know how to make this sort of graphic. Like, how do you do that? Into the news. I collected a few things that I found through the week, various places in the news. New product announcements. Fiedler Audio have a Dolby Atmos Composer plugin, which allows you to create Atmos compatible renders or something. From any DAW. So it's just a plugin you add in on your master track, I guess, and that gives you monitoring control, panning, and I suppose exporting. Yeah, exporting is the main thing. So you can export speaker and headphone versions of your Atmos mix with this plugin. And then the pricing is $249 for the Composer and $149 for the Composer Essential version. Boss by Roland have a Gigcaster 5 and Gigcaster 8 interface. This is a streaming mixer. So I don't know for sure if this is a control surface, but this is similar to like the Rodecaster with a bunch of mic preamps. There's controls for mute and monitor and faders, and you can have different sources coming in. Built-in effects. It even has guitar effects built in because it's Boss, of course. It seems interesting. It's something else came up a few weeks back, a similar sort of product. It wasn't from Boss. Was it from Zoom? I don't know, like Rode, Zoom, Presonus, Boss, I think it was Yamaha maybe. They're all making like streamer focused things, and it almost seems like they're super late to the party, but if it's all good, then this is a great thing, because using recording studio or like, home studio sort of products for streaming doesn't always work because there's so many like streaming specific things you need. You need more virtual channels. You need more, you only need a couple mics, or you need ways to trick the software into thinking that there's multiple devices so that you can get separate channels of control. Built-in processing for EQ and compression, limiting, pitch effects and things like that, done on the box rather than in the software for lower latency or lower CPU load, things like that. So anyways, Gigcaster 5, there's also a 8, which is just a wee bit bigger. I guess it has drum pads or sample pads built in. So probably not something that I will buy, but it is somewhat interesting. Let's actually watch the video because I haven't seen this.
Gigcaster is a versatile audio streaming mixer designed for the modern musician and content creator.
Okay, so I trust that it sounds good, but I'm unlikely to buy it. Icon has a new range of DAW controllers, has more studio console kind of style. These are looking better than the previous Icon products that I've seen. I like the dark mode. They were silver before. Yeah, I mean, as long as the quality is there, I think these are pretty nice looking. There's the P1M, the PV1M, V1X expander, P1X expander, and I think, I can't tell, but these look similar. These may be the same, just without the, what do you call it? The VU meters. There's also the P1 Nano, which has a touch screen here, and then soft transport controls and macro pads and stuff like that. Single fader. There is some sort of OLED display that can be added there. Not sure the pricing of any of these. And then for Harrison Mix Bus users, there is a dedicated like channel strip controller as well. It's pretty cool. Platform Nano software has been horrible. I've heard from a few people that the old Nano was not very good, or the Platform M was not too good. One other news thing that I would like to mention, and this is something I'll probably get. I don't know if we're going to do it today. Sinevibes is a company that makes kind of expansions, user oscillators and effects for KORG products. So the Prolog, Minilog XD, and NTS1 actually are upgradable through third-party kind of like plugins. So there's a user effects slot and a user oscillator slot on these devices. So Dense is a multi-engine oscillator plugin for KORG Prolog, Minilog XD, and NTS1. 4 virtual analog oscillators with saw, square, and triangle waveforms, 50 oscillator configurations, 4 random modulation generators, adjustable key pitch randomization, adjustable filter, built-in sine LFO, built-in lag filters, and also 25 example presets. Yeah, so for $29 US, that seems like a good way to get me back into using the Minilog XD a little bit more. I love the thing, but again, I'm a little more focused on guitars right now, so I haven't been using it a ton. Although I did use it not last week, the week before in my new video, so I use it occasionally, but in a way I have to make the commitment to recording it as audio and rather than using as just a MIDI controller. KVR Developer Challenge 2023 has started. Every couple of years, KVR does the developer challenge, and this is a great thing for new developers. It's a great time limit to get something out there, built, at least prototyped. A lot of these products become full products. Yulin Loudness Meter started as a developer challenge product. Things from Ursa DSP, things from Icon Digital. There's a version of Nova. This was from 2014. This turned into TDR Nova. Maybe I'm wrong. It has started. You need to get your plugin published by July 1st. And voting will happen through KVR members through the month of July. Then there's a cash prize and then some other prizes. So I'm gonna donate a little bit to this, but for today, what we're actually gonna do is check out some of the top plugins from previous year. The last round was in 2021. So I'm gonna get the WhispAir from Full Bucket Music. Sure, let's get the clap version. Have I tried Cardinal or VCV Rack? Yeah, I've done videos on VCV Rack a couple years back when I first found it. I haven't done a video on Cardinal, but I did on Reactor Blocks. I think that's it for the modular stuff that I've tried and also made videos on. I love VCV Rack. I never find time to use it. So I'm basically starting from scratch every time I open it up, and I forget everything, but also a lot of respect for it. You have to really use it regularly to get the most out of it, and I just can't. So right now I'm focused more on guitar playing, but once my new synth comes in, maybe that'll change. More is one knob distortion with too many knobs. Let's get that. Cloud chorus. We'll see which things work, which ones don't. We'll just go to this camera while I'm installing plugins. So far, every plugin has had a different UI for installing. You digging the black and white filter from this camera? It's funny, because I was just about to turn it off. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it does kind of work better. I'll leave it on, fine. What we've got here is Cloud Chorus, More, and I got WhispAir. All right, so if I understand correctly here, this is a 3 oscillator synth with a mixer, filter, amplifier, chorus, amplifier, envelope generator, filter envelope generator, modulation generator 2, a linear envelope generator, which is, I guess, is just assignable. Okay, so we got a bunch of different waveforms. Yeah, if you just have it on the standard waveforms, it's pretty similar to my mini log, actually. All right, I'm gonna quit fucking around and actually load a preset. Roland 808 bottoms. I don't know why that typo made me laugh so hard. I'm just playing one key there. All right, so why does it sometimes play that? Is it the X mode button? Yeah. Okay, so that's like cycling through the voices. Okay, so let's move on to playing with some of the other effects. So I'm going to add in the More plugin, which is a distortion. Cool. I think I like this ratty diode most. More by Mod Sound. Kind of works. Pretty cool. We should try that. Try it on drums a little bit later. Let's get Cloud Chorus in here. So this synth has the chorus off right now. I like it. I like it a lot. Should we get another synth or something? Let's grab that granular. Let's try grain strain. Okay, so we got WhispAir, and I'm going to change presets here. Okay. Grain strain. It's resizable. like it, whatever this is. Yeah, the UI looks like old radio equipment, that sort of thing. But then the sound is very modern, like futuristic glitch effects. I don't know if I have anything that's like this. Interesting. So this is doing something that I might try to do with a delay normally. Sort of adding in these sort of stutter effects. All right, so I'm just gonna add in a reverb. This is just recently updated. Yeah, it's granular, but it with beat sync on. It's interesting, the sound kind of changes based on the frequency that's coming in. I don't even have an input coming in now. It's just making that sound on its own. But frequency depends on the incoming signal. Good old global sampler. It's a cool sound. I never would have come up with this. And the synth isn't doing anything here. It's just making it... I can sense something in the synth, but Grainstrain was just doing stuff on its own. Is there like a white noise? Is there a noise generator? Okay, so I'm having fun with that. So I'm going to take the parameter modulation. LFO, let's put in a random some percent and let's put it near the top. Now it got stuck at the top. So at the top and negative. So this is still what do you call it? This is still just that coming in. That's the sound that's coming in, and then this is glitching it out. I've made it much worse now. That's pretty fun. Cool. Yeah, I'm glad we played with these. I might actually come back to that. I like that a little bit of modulation on the Grainstrain frequency like really changes how that works. Let's see how another preset behaves. Yeah, this more plugin is pretty cool. I'm gonna add this to my distortion folder. Do I have a modulation folder? Yeah. Cloud Chorus I like quite a bit as well. This one also is resizable. Super minimal, easy to learn interface. I like that. Audio Damage makes dope stuff. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff from Audio Damage. All right. Okay, so what makes this one do what it does? I see a random shape. MG1. What's that assigned to? It's assigned to shape. Is it? Is that all? What's changing the pitch? Or is that... It's just the filter changing, I guess. Yeah. Sorry for zoning out there a little bit, but I was liking what I was hearing. Yeah, so I didn't like WhispAir at first, but now I do. I like it quite a bit. I like this sound. I think what I like most about this is just that the filter is on a random LFO. Even this with that like ticking, it's just cool. Okay, hands-free now. Did it change presets when I wasn't looking? When my back was turned, did it change presets? It did, didn't it? Ah, I was so confused. I'm changing knobs on the mini log, and it changed. Yeah, I'm starting to really like this synth. Okay, learn, move knob, move knob. The pulse in the synth seems to be a little behind, or lag a little behind the grid, or am I missing? Could be. I mean, it could be. It's supposed to be tempo synced, but it does kind of start like wherever. That seems better. Yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna actually like make a song out of that or anything, but that's fun. Just having hands-on control for the filter is like, it just adds so much. So for the Guitar Station demo, the drums were addictive drums too. So Addictive Drums 2 with the something kit, the, I don't know, stock kit. Beats came from Addictive Drums 2, a couple different libraries, and modified a little bit with the transform function, mixed with just with the effects in Addictive Drums. I found this groove here, which is very much like, what's the song name? You Think I Ain't Worth the Dollar, But I Feel Like a Millionaire is the name of the song. Very similar groove, but more of a retro tone, I think. I didn't actually reference it. I can't, words good. Love this album. And very fun to play on guitar as well. First preset I made for this was this intro guitar thing. And I'm not good at playing that part. That was many takes. That was 6 takes to get to that, which is still not right. Close enough. And then someone was asking, like, can you play it without, can you play it soloed and without EQ? And there's no EQ on any of this stuff. And there ought to be, because they need it, but I wanted to just play it as it is. So if I was to take this one, and I'll pan it to the center, and play this. There's a couple harsh frequencies there that I would want to get rid of. Pretty subtle. It's like 6 dB at 12K and -4 at 4100. And you can go way further than that, but that's the starting point anyways, in the center. Each amp, cabinet, and microphone combination needs slightly different EQ. Same in plugins as real life. So that's the main one, I think. Once you notch it out and then bypass the plugin, you really hear that frequency jump out. If you didn't hear it originally, I did hear some issue before I started EQing. Here's the same section with EQ, and then I'll take the EQ away. Pretty big difference, in my opinion. This one is, because it has sort of a scooped tone, it's not as bad. I think I did try to like find the right combination for that. I feel like right there is still needed, about the same frequency as the other one. Maybe another here. Sometimes that like 12K whistle gets to me. I'm still hearing something. And then bass. And without effects. So I took one of my other presets, Texture Drive. EQ is just a bit of a low cut and a cut at like 400 hertz. But this bass needs to be 60 or 70% wet. Not the like greatest sound, but I just wanted to use Guitar Station for everything there. And then in terms of CPU load, while this is playing, it's fairly low, comparable to other guitar cabinet or plugins with impulse responses. And the other section here, and in the video I cut this section short because it's just the same repeating. So that's the center guitar, and then the left and right. I didn't mean to do the same preset on both of these. I didn't realize it until I was editing that I had left them the same. I was troubleshooting one of the other presets. The beard, plaid shirt, too many pedals probably preset was acting very strangely when I was trying to play it. So there was something weird about this preset here. I'll set both guitars to that. there it actually sounds fine. I'll put one on the left and one on the right. One of them was acting very strangely. It was just like cutting out completely. Very strange. Yeah, that video is only 3 minutes long. I got some great news for the guitar players using Reaper. There's a new free guitar plugin made just for Reaper users, Toucan Studio's Guitar Station. This is a free plugin. You can find it through Repack, and I'll have a link in the description. Yeah, super quick video. I didn't even do an intro like I normally do, and I was standing up, which is a first. And I was trying out a vertical layout. I don't know if I like it. I set it up so that I could play guitar at the same time, and you could see me and the guitar. And then I didn't end up using that. Should we move to the kitchen? Is that what you want to do? Okay, this is so weird. Okay, so today we're doing tortilla pizza. And it's very easy, actually. Okay, so one tortilla. Oh yeah, the oven is on broil. The rack is at the highest setting. I have a pizza stone there, and the broiler is set to high. So we're trying to heat up the stone before we put the tortilla in. It's going to get heat from the top only, and whatever heat is on the stone. So hopefully this is a new method I'm trying, but it works out. I tried this, but on low broil yesterday, and it did not quite get crispy on the bottom. Got crispy on the top very nicely. So in the fridge, do you want to see in the fridge? I'll let you see in the fridge as well. In the fridge, I've got a pasta sauce here. I've got mozzarella, and I've got this weird cheddar with caramelized onions in it, and I've got some sort of salami. Oh yeah, I'll show you in the oven. All right, don't get scared, you're going in the oven. Pizza stone broiler is on. Second shelf from top, not the top shelf. This salami does not look good to me. That doesn't look great. It's probably fine. I don't know if there's like a plastic wrapper on it or anything, but oh well. All right, so I've got like a regular mozzarella, pizza mozzarella, generic kind of mass-produced stuff. And I've got Coombe Castle Adventures in Dairy cheddar cheese with caramelized onions. I didn't know what to do with this, but it's pretty good on pizza. I was a dumbass and left the lid on this. And I will keep leaving the lid on, probably, until the jar is empty. I'm doing like a tablespoon and a half or something. Should really set up like text-to-speech for this stuff. So you want the sauce evenly spread, but not too thick overall, right to the edge. So let me know if I missed a spot. I can see it, but I want you guys to be able to interact somehow, right? I actually don't think this is enough mozzarella. And, well, since you're here, and it's a special occasion, let's do some Parmesan as well. This cheese is like weird and brown, but it's pretty good. Such a weird stream. Piling it up all around. I've been having this will be my third tortilla pizza this week because the first one was so good. It's quick to make, tasty. Yeah, and I just end up thinking the next day, oh, I have everything I need to make a tortilla pizza, and I'll just do it. Normally for like a dinner, I'll make pizzas properly. I'll make the dough and do the whole thing. So it's been maybe 5 minutes with the broiler on high. Can't like really tell how hot it is. When I do like a proper pizza, I set the oven to 500 and it takes like half an hour for it to heat up. It takes about 7 or 8 minutes to cook, like a large pizza. This is just a couple minutes. I want to try it a new way. So, oven's preheated. Let's try to get a good angle for you. So, broiler is going to go to low now, and put this right on the stone. And wait 4 minutes. Not expected to see when I was checking out the stream, but I'm always a fan of a good cast iron. Yeah, that's actually a vintage cast iron that I have on my stove. It's a Wagner ware. You guys are funny. Okay, you see that? I think it might actually be done already. I think I cracked the code. It's looking very good. Crispy in the right spots. Underneath it got some color, but it's not too burnt or anything. So it didn't even take 4 minutes in there, 3 minutes or so. So heating on high for maybe 5 minutes, switching it to low when you put it in, and then it's about 3 minutes. Okay, so while I'm eating, what are we gonna do? Should I set you up with some cartoons or something? Incredible pizza, honestly. Okay, what are we doing for the rest of the day? We've got about half hour left. Well, Jason's Midjourney did not work. This is not pizza. So last week I was having some trouble with the Fast Effects Finder. We figured out why. The problem was this. I'll show you the folder. There is this file, VST plugin 64. This gets created when you launch Reaper on an Intel Mac or running ARM version with Rosetta. But the plugin list that I wanted it to search was actually this one, ARM64. I manually changed that in the script save file, and now it's like 90% working. It's no longer like going nowhere, other than a few plugins, like the RX plugins don't seem to work right. But generally, it's much faster. And he's also updated it since then. So if you check on Repack, there is an update. I think I updated that today or yesterday. So launching this, it should check for whichever version of Reaper you're running and what kind of processor thing. It's no longer going to choose the wrong VST folder thing list. So things like Arturia's plugins now load. They were not in the list before because Reaper wasn't updating this file because I wasn't launching Reaper with Rosetta. So I had this like year old, so or not year old, but December 2022 is when that was last updated, that file. And then this other one, it's the one that I use every day, that was updated. Extension was looking in the wrong place. I'm much more in the habit of using Fast Effects Finder now that it's working as expected. Forgot to have this on my list, but this week I updated Fog Convolver to version 2. If you don't know about this, this is a convolution reverb, able to load 2 IRs at the same time. It has controls like pre-delay, gain, pitch. These changes are reflected in the waveform, which is nice to see. You can preview that sound. You can reverse the impulse response, change the polarity. There's an EQ. There's start and end trims. There is fade in and fade out. As far as I know, this is the only convolution reverb that has fade in, fade out. I could be wrong about that, but Reaper's built-in one definitely doesn't, and I'm pretty sure the Kilohertz one doesn't. I haven't looked at many others in a while. So this, so there's a pan, there's a mix, there's an output. You can set this up for single, serial, parallel mix, true stereo with the 2 IRs. So cross routing and all that stuff. And then there's a reverb generator, an LFO, or 4 LFOs technically, filters, other effects, chorus, phaser, compressor, wave shaper, settings page. There's a big browser here, so it comes with a whole bunch of stuff. I added some of my own stuff. This folder is my own impulse response libraries, which I have a lot. Tons of Bricasti M7 folders. I don't know if I've ever used one. If you've got Fog Convolver 1, it's only a $5 upgrade cost. So yeah, and overall just lots of nice good stuff in here. Kilohertz Convolver has a fade in. It does. Okay. You're right. It does. And it has start and end. Oh, and it crashed. It crashed Reaper. Well, perfect timing. It's 12:30, so, and I was going to stop the stream anyways. So, yeah, KVR Developer Challenge. That synth was the winner of that challenge. The current Dev Challenge is underway. You have until July to make a plugin. And when the voting starts, we'll probably check out some of the plugins. And I will be donating to the challenge this year. We had a RIA crash after some RIAPizza. Yeah, last chance for questions. So, I said I was going to donate. I already did. I was going to do this, and I did 6 days ago. Okay. I just expected the number to be a lot higher there. So, I don't know. We'll wait another month, and I might donate again. If we use this stuff again for another stream, I will donate again. But I think I've covered it for this week. RePQ sounds better than ReEQ. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they thought about it that much. I usually don't pronounce the A for the Reaper plugins. Recomp, ReEQ. Although there's 2 ReEQs now. Do you have any predictions for Reaper 7, or is it too early to tell? Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff in the developer builds that are just like anyone can try right now. I can't tell if they're saving stuff for Reaper 7 or if that stuff just is going to come out. It seems like it's close, but I haven't seen I haven't seen anything related to the theme. That's usually a big project that they take many months to work on. I was involved with the theme testing and stuff last time. And that was like a, 6-month process or something. Watch 6.79 drop tonight, so John has to work over the weekend. Yeah, I probably will do a bit of work over the weekend. After school, I'm going to take the kids to the thrift store, and I'm planning on getting some like little computer speakers. They were there last time, and I forgot to pick them up. But who knows? I'll get some sort of thing to either sample, make an impulse response, talk about on a stream. But I think if I get some little speakers over here, I've got these little speakers, which is a pretty crappy setup for a gaming setup. I also have, where is it? This little speaker, which is just in like a project box. It's from I think it's from a Yamaha synth that I used to have, or a Casio, something like that. And the grill on it is from a PC power supply. Those 2 speakers, plus 1 other set of speakers, and I'll do impulse responses with maybe 3 different mics. That might be cool. What do you think? I guess we're probably gonna have a Ria GPT. What do you think of the name ReSpaghetti? You think you should change that? Somebody was suggesting that they change it. Yeah, ReSpaghetti is a good name, I think. It's a good name, but it reminds me of what it says out to prevent, which is spaghetti code. Yeah, I guess. But you can have wireless nodes. And I think you can go between between tabs in there as well. I never figured that out. But I think it's a super good good project, and I really like how you can see which things are connected and work together, because sometimes that's not very clear code otherwise, just text. Is there a pizza pedal? That's awesome. Would you buy that? It's a bit much, $199 for a fuzz pedal. But it does come with art and everything, so limited edition and all that. It's pretty cool. Looks like something Emily Hopkins must have featured at some point. I don't know if she has yet. I haven't noticed it. I watched a lot of her videos. Almost everything that she covers is like way out of my budget. I don't spend more than like $100 on a pedal. There was some stuff I was looking at recently on Reverb. Oh, this is tempting. Circuit bent telephone. I like the look of this. Nice 12-bit digital delay. Nice. This must be like an 80s design, right? Looks pretty cool to me. Good free granular synthesizer. Not free. We checked out Faceplant a week or two ago. The granular thing in that is great. You guys keep saying "Oi, Granddad," and I don't know what you're talking about. But if that's the name of a plugin, that's a great name. Oh, that looks great. Should we play with this next week? All right, I'm putting this on the list for next week. And next week I should have my Poly-D here as well, so another synth-heavy stream probably. And there may be a Reaper update that will come out through the week. We'll see. That's beautiful, honestly. Such a nice layout. I'm not even that bothered by all this wasted space in this section. It's like they took another version of a mixer that had like an EQ here and then just wasted the space. I'm not that bothered by that. I think it's kind of funny that they did that because it looks like they just took something out. It looks very out of place there. But I like the big, lots of space between the EQ bands. It's just a 2-band EQ. No XLRs, it looks like. I've been seeing a lot of Boss mixers that I'd never seen in my life. Like pedal board mixers. Yeah, this one. This one seems like it's meant to go on a pedal board. With one of these, you could easily do feedback routing. I think. Or maybe not. Would you? I think you would still need something else. You usually need 2 outputs so you can actually capture it. I was watching a video last night from the Magpie about using a mixer, and you send the aux send back to one of the inputs and to make a feedback loop, and then the various controls makes it sound like a synth. So the feedback can be adjusted using the EQ, the volume and stuff, and sounds cool, harsh, industrial. There's all the possibilities of where you connect effects. Really makes things interesting. And those little Boss mixers might be cool for something like that. If it has 2 outs. This one does. You can do it with software. Reaper will try to stop you from making feedback loops. No input mixing. I think that's the name for it. No input something. I'm still tempted to buy this. Did I ever show this on stream? This is like the nicest looking pedal that I absolutely don't need. No input mixing relies on the inner circuitry of the mixer. Right, so like the saturation, the self noise, that allows it to feedback. Where with digital, it's like, it'll feedback, but it doesn't change the sound. It doesn't improve the sound. You've got this pedal board, and it works great. I really like the art on it. This is similar to the, what is it, the 1010? Similar to this thing, which is fine, but this just looks a lot cooler to me. I've always been interested in these pedals with the tubes sticking out the top. Seem very cool. No idea what they sound like. Can't be bothered to look it up. The Boss SC50 half rack unit does a killer rotary speaker sound. I feel like there should be more pedals, plugins that do that sort of sound. We need a stereo in and a MIDI controller. Ah, goddamn. I need this. Local pickup only. The bastards. Yeah, I have to send that to my wife. I don't need another Tube Screamer. Ah, the shipping price. I was gonna say, this is a great price for it, but not with $75 shipping. That's fucked. What's the last guitar you need to buy? The next one. Yeah. I need that Ibanez S1, whatever it was. The green one. I need it. I've been thinking about it ever since I played one in the store. And I've been kicking myself ever since for not just putting it on the credit card. So I have it. I can't even play the ones I have. Same here. But somehow, no one complains when I play guitar. This would look really good with my collection. Don't you think? Don't you think that would look good with this? Oh, the binding's on the back. It's not gonna match that. It'll match this one. There's a really cool Telecaster. This one was really cool. Had a custom pickguard of like this mermaid. What color is that telly? This is the Silent Siren model. Although I don't know if that's the actual model name. It just says white. It's a 2020 model. So Silent Siren is a Japanese band. I had no idea. Yeah, I guess the color here is, there's a white balance issue. It's a little too blue. The special pickguard is what I liked about this. And so I think probably get a custom pickguard for my baritone sometime this year. All right. Well, we should probably wrap up since it's spent about an hour just looking at reverb and doing nothing, providing no value to anyone. But yeah, thanks so much for joining the live stream today, making this part of your Friday afternoon. I had fun. See you guys later. Have a great weekend, guys. I'll see you guys next time.